Hi there, welcome to Ginger Snapshots. I'm Ginger, and today I realize it's been quite a while since I've did a video. So I don't have a lot to say. I'm just going to do a quick update of what I've been doing in the studio and my new way of hanging backdrops. So that's what today's video is about. Time has got away with me. I've been busy with volunteer work, with schoolwork, travel, illness, things like that. You know, I don't even know if I've did very many videos since the holidays. I don't know. I know that my last video was about my beauty dish, and I still love it. And I've actually been able to try it out on some customers, clients, and it worked out beautifully. I do still love my 64-inch PLM because it's easy to use one light that's a nice spread. It seems like it's easier, but it's easier to use a beauty dish. It's easier to raise it up high enough and have it at an angle to where you don't get glasses glare. And it's more difficult with the 64-inch PLM. I'm pointing as if you can see. I'm sorry about that. I am in the studio and I can see them and you can't. But just, I know that I have tried out my 64-inch PLM and compared it, you know, and I've done those comparisons, but now real world solutions and working with it, I'm learning where to raise it, how high to raise it, and working with different clients on that, and I do think it puts out some really quality light. I do love it. So I just always love to add new equipment and try to be wise with it. I've been buying some props. I've got a new fainting couch for toddlers or babies, newborns, a new bowl for newborns. You think a bowl, yes, posing babies in a bowl is nice. And I have a new swing that I cannot wait to use. It's just a little baby sitting in a swing. And it's the angle of the way you take the pictures to where it looks like the baby's sitting on the swing, but in real life, the baby is laying down and the swing's around the baby. But I can't wait to try that out with a lucky newborn. I don't know who that's going to be yet. And so I have been working on what is the best solution for me for a background system, probably for 6 months. I shared a video on the different type of backgrounds that I use, and I did that a lot for newer photographers that's looking, you know, what kind should I use? Because that's important. When I first started out, I had no idea what companies to look at, what was reputable, and I didn't want to buy everything off of Amazon. And so I've shared that I have a magnetic wall on my side wall, but I only have about 12 feet to go back, and that is perfect for newborns and babies, toddlers, cake smashes, all of that. It's perfect. And if we have a parent that's sitting with them, it's even doable. And that is actually more space than I had in the extra room that when we were doing it in the house. So, you know, I sure couldn't complain about that. But I also know that I have this studio is 28 feet long, and I want to be able to use that. So if I want to do a maternity session and get the whole body in or something like that, I want to be able to do that, and I want to use this wall more than I have been. So I've shared my frustration with getting a system that works well with seamless paper and canvas, and that's what it's made for, and that's what people use it for. I'm trying to cheat the system in a way. I have it, it's on my wall, and I want to use it, but I'm finding that I love to use material instead of using vinyl or canvas because of the ease of storage. Oh my goodness, they're just so easy to store. You can roll them up a little bit, like you would clothes in a suitcase. You can fold them, but you can put them on a shelf, in the shelf, you know, in a drawer. And you could take them with you if you're going somewhere on location. It's just so much easier. When I go on location, I have an X-Drop by Westcott that uses grommets, and I use that system. You know, the little grommet holes in it, and those work fine, but it is the idea that I can fold them up in a small space, throw them in a duffel bag or something like that, and take it with me. And so that's why I prefer material. So I have quite a few 8x8, I could say quite a few, my staples, what I prefer to use. Now, also, I love doing all white sessions. I love the beauty, the timelessness, just the clean, crisp look of all white. And so I don't want to do anything to mar my wall or, you know, affect my wall in any kind of way. But I want to be able to use this. And so that was my thinking. It's like, why am I not using what I have? And so I looked and I made a list. I've searched out Pinterest, Facebook groups, Instagram, anything I could think of, asking people, just searching out whatever I could to find what are people using for backdrop systems. And I have a list of 20 different things that people use. I mean, that's really surprising. And again, I'll say, yes, you can use backdrop stands, and that's the easiest. And when you have a long one, you pull it tight, and it works great. Well, yes, so that works great, but they're in the way, and they just take up so much space. And it doesn't seem like it, but when you're working with the width of the studio, at 13 feet, by the time you have wall space, things like that, you don't need anything extra in the way. Maybe when I get another storage building, it may be different. I can pull more stuff out, but I also like to have stuff in the studio because a parent can say, yep, I want to use that log bed, or I want to use that white bed, or, oh, I like that drawer that you have, that blue one over there, so that they can see and make a choice while they're here. I mean, I customize every newborn session, so I don't want to get away from that. That's my purpose. That's one of my values, is to be able to customize and give people a session that they treasure. So having said that, I have rearranged as much as I can in this studio to free up the space where I shoot, and to be able to arrange my props in a way that parents can look at them and see. I've even tried to kind of color coordinate them sometimes, like the white props here, the dark wood props here, things like that. But after everything, like looking at the different solutions, I mean, we're talking like those canoe hoist, bike hoist, these chain systems, and just different things, the variable holes. And what I found for me, like I said, you can do the grommets, and I thought about hooks, but you pull them tight, and I don't want it pulling out of the wall. So what I found for the easiest solution is Velcro strips, command Velcro strips. And I'm thinking, that is crazy that I searched and searched and searched for a solution, and it was just a $10 solution. I mean, that's crazy. For $10, I can, do whatever I want. And what I've did is I taken my sewing machine and I've sewed the Velcro strips onto the backdrops themselves. And then I put them on the wall, tested them out to make sure my paint wasn't going to peel off, and I pulled it off successfully. I think that people that have problems with them are not following the directions, probably. I don't know. I do know that when I moved from my studio in the house to here, I did ruin a wall because of just pulling it not correctly. But I've sewn this on there, and it's on the wall. So that is my main solution, is where to hang them. So I can take that up or take it down all the time, every day if I want, and put it back up with Velcro. Take it down during a session, use the white wall, put it back up, and pop up my dark wood one, whatever I want. So I've sewn it to different ones that I use. So that is it's like, just a big light bulb, a wonderful solution for $10 that I wish I'd done from the beginning. The other thing is, and I use white strips, so you really can't see them the way that it is in my studio. Okay, and so the other solution that I have, that I can't really give you a good video of it because I used a prototype. Let me just say that more information will come, and I will be making a video on this. It's a company called Mission Crictial, and they've given me a prototype for a backdrop system to assist a backdrop system. So when this hangs down, it's great. And even the 8x8s, though, they're not as much to worry about, but you still need to secure them on the floor or on the sides to be able to pull them tight. The sweeps that I have some sweeps on top of my backdrop system. They come down and it's great. They hold them. There's nothing in the way, but they're not tight. And it's causing me a lot of extra time editing out those wrinkles. I can fix it. I've learned to do a lot of stuff in Photoshop, but is that really productive? And turnaround time and my time is money. You know what I'm saying? You just don't want to spend extra time editing for no reason. You want to try your very best to get it right in camera. And so what I've done is I've got this system, and I hope to be making a video on it, but it just basically, I have a way to secure the bottom or the sides of it without, it showing in the pictures. I'm able to get it right in camera, and I'm able to make my sweeps tight on the sides so that it's just beautifully seamless. And I'm excited about that. So that is a future video coming up that I hope to share with you. I think that's it for today. I just wanted to share a few updates to say I'm alive and well, making improvements in my studio, and loving what I'm doing in here. I love the solutions that I have. I do want to get some more sessions with my beauty dish and with, you know, my fainting couch and just different things. I really love what I do. So I hope to see you in my studio soon. See you next time. Bye.